Could this be better than Ozempic? Hello, my name is Dr. Brian Collins, and what you're about to see on this page is arguably the most monumental weight loss breakthrough in decades. Clinically backed by medical researchers at the University of Rome, Italy, who found a rare compound that turns off hunger and melts stubborn body fat so effectively that you can lose 30, 50, or even 100 pounds or more in weeks. So I urge you to settle in, get comfortable, and brace yourself. And whatever you do, please don't click away from this page, because in the next 4 minutes and 26 seconds, you're going to hear about a secret weight loss weapon so groundbreaking that insiders are dubbing it nature's Ozempic. And no, this is not about berberine or some other sketchy herb that experts have proven worthless. I guarantee you have never heard about what I'm revealing today. It's virtually unknown to most of the world, including mainstream medicine. But here's the real kicker.
This cannot be found in stores, cannot be found on Amazon, and it's not some hokey fad diet you might have seen on the internet. You see, in a remarkable turn of events, arguably one of the strangest in the history of the diet industry, a secret doctor-led group of 24,237 women and men across the country are using an all-natural doctor-developed formula and eating up to 70% less food without ever feeling hungry. In fact, most claim they literally have to force themselves to eat, causing them to melt stubborn body fat from every nook and cranny of their bodies and experiencing dramatic weight loss of 37 pounds, 70 pounds, even up to 142 pounds and more. And if consumer response is any indication of how well this is working, this freak discovery is nothing short of a miracle. These lucky women and men are buying up so much that out-of-stock signs are rampant, and getting your hands on this elusive formula is nearly impossible. Has everyone gone mad? Well, not really. You see, after the company began offering limited batches to overweight test groups, reports came flooding in that it had an effect eerily similar to Hollywood's hottest weight loss frenzy. That's right. Just like the needle injections everyone's buzzing about, this natural formula tricks your brain into thinking it's full, helping you quickly and easily drop massive amounts of weight, shrinking your butt, hips, belly, and thighs. But with one huge difference. This is all natural, meaning no brutal side effects, no painful injections, and no more shelling out a staggering $1,000 every single month. So this means you no longer need to be a wealthy celebrity or use your belly as a pincushion, jabbing yourself silly with needles just to experience the same dramatic body sculpting results you're seeing plastered all over the internet. This was designed for you, and now it has never been easier, safer, and more affordable to get the body you've always dreamed of without ever setting foot in the gym or starving yourself to death with salads or low-calorie ready-made meals. Now, I know what you might be saying. No f***ing way. Hey, you have every right to be skeptical. Heck, I wouldn't believe it myself if it weren't for the avalanche of success stories that have lit up my inbox.
I lost 11 pounds in the first week. You know, my husband the other day says, wow, he says, like, you look like the way I married you.
I've lost 54 pounds. This is the first time I've gone down 2 sizes of clothing.
We're at 30 pounds. About 30 pounds of weight loss for each of us.
And I lost 80 pounds.
I've lost 75 pounds, and the weight just fell off.
I lost a total of 40 pounds. If you can still walk through a place and turn a head or two, it still feels good.
I lost 30 pounds. Oh, these shorts that I had to get because none of my other ones fit, like those are way too big now.
Having to get smaller clothes, I'm like, no problem. Like, it's all right. I'm happy to spend the money on new clothes. I look in the mirror now and I say, damn. Like, wow, rapid weight loss is awesome.
Like I said, these results are not from Ozempic, Wegovy, or any of the other semaglutide prescription shots, and it's definitely not from any fad diet, keto, intermittent fasting, or funky-tasting Slim Shake. As unbelievable as it sounds, this is all the result of over 20 years of research in cutting-edge medical science from prestigious universities from all over the world, like the Sapienza University of Rome, Italy, Cambridge University, and University of Amsterdam. And now it's being offered in a safe and simple 2-minute daily ritual that you can do at home right now. And as a 2023 research paper shows, this is quite possibly the most powerful drug-free weight loss discovery of our time that not only addresses the root cause of excess body fat, uncontrollable overeating, vicious carb cravings, and sluggish metabolism, but also miraculously balances moodiness, irritability, and constant fatigue. Yep, this is unlike anything you've seen or tried before. Prescription-type results, an all-natural formula that's safer than a baby aspirin. And you don't even need a doctor's visit. Listen, if you've been struggling with your weight and sick and tired of diet failure after failure after failure, this probably sounds too good to be true. I get it. And everything you've tried in the past, every pill, meal plan, exercise program, or fad diet, probably never worked. If it did, you wouldn't be watching this video today. And that's why you have to keep watching. Not only will you be shocked by what you discover, but you will be excited and encouraged because for the first time in your life, you will finally have the answer to your search. But first, let me properly introduce myself. My name is James Harper, and you might think I'm a doctor, chemist, biologist, or anything related to human body science. But I'm none of those things. I'm a 42-year-old IT professor from Atlanta, Georgia, happily married for 14 years to my college sweetheart, Emily, raising our beautiful baby boy. So how on earth did I go from teaching code to talking about diabetic injection drugs and rare plant extracts that trick the body into losing crazy amounts of weight? Well, telling my story is always a heartbreaking experience. It makes me feel uncomfortable and even ashamed because we got robbed of our youth. I met my sweet Emily in college. She was a competing figure skater. Oh, what a sight she was. She was truly amazing, and we fell madly in love, full of passion. We couldn't get enough of each other, both in and out of the bedroom. We were always together, doing everything side by side. Our love was unbreakable, and every day felt like a special adventure together. But 3 years after our little Jacob was born, she suffered a devastating knee injury that would end her passion and beautiful career. As the years passed, I watched my beloved Emily go through a slow but undeniable transformation, both physically and mentally. Her once slender, athletic figure gradually expanded, and the pounds kept on adding up, despite her efforts. And she tried everything under the sun to drop the weight, conventional or not. Everything from intermittent fasting, counting calories, and exercise routines to keto, detox smoothies, and prepackaged foods. Diet after diet after diet. Sometimes she would lose 10 pounds, but would then gain back 15. Then I got excited when I discovered the new injections craze. I'm not going to name it. Big Pharma is sending enough cease and desist letters as it is, but you know what I'm talking about. So I thought these shots were finally the answer, even if it cost around $1,000 each month. It's become incredibly popular with celebrities and influencers who want to stay super skinny for the camera. Emily had seen a lot of famous people and even some of her friends lose weight with it, so she decided to give it a go. And after just 2 weeks, she had lost 19 pounds. She was clearly thrilled about the weight she'd lost, but at the same time she was completely miserable because of the side effects. She was always nauseous and barely able to eat anything, even when she was hungry. She couldn't even stand the sight of her favorite foods like cheeseburgers and fries. She could rarely leave the house because her digestion was so bad. She had constant bloating, cramps, and diarrhea, forcing her to take medicine every morning to cope. Yes, she had lost 19 pounds, but every moment of every day was torture. She felt terrible all the time, and taking care of our little Jacob became a painful ordeal. After 2 weeks, happiness turned to fright. She was really scared and said, "No more. I'm not sticking myself with these painful needles again. It's too much. It's killing me." Once she stopped, the side effects disappeared, but the weight crept back fast. So the frustration continued, and it was downright unbearable. As much as I wanted to be supportive, I couldn't help but notice how her confidence got crushed with each failed attempt to shed those extra pounds. Over time, I felt her growing distant. Our sex life vanished. I saw her losing the spark that had always drawn me to her. She stopped laughing, stopped going out of the house, sometimes staying in bed for days on end, looking at pictures from her skating days, crying. I constantly reassured her that my love for her was as strong as the day I first saw her on that skating rink, reminding her that the woman I fell in love with extended far beyond mere appearances. But I wasn't getting through to her. I felt helpless. I couldn't help the woman I love, and I started fearing for the worst. All until a fateful October evening. I took Jacob to my mom, hoping that having the house for ourselves for a few days would help getting her out of her state. But I was so wrong. When I got back home, I called for her, but she didn't answer. I could feel my heart hammering in my chest as I walked up towards the bedroom, a chilling premonition crawling up my spine. Then I opened the door, and what I saw made my blood turn cold. Emily was lying lifeless on the floor, staring at the door like she'd been waiting for me to come and save her. I rushed and held her in my arms. She looked at me and tiredly whispered,
"Baby, I'm cold."
I rushed her to the hospital where doctors struggled to stabilize her for hours. That night, I prayed to God for a miracle, and He was listening. After 3 hours, the doctor came out and told me it was nothing short of a miracle she pulled through, because she was clinically dead when she got to the ER. If I'd gotten home 5 minutes later, she'd be gone. Words can't express how I felt, what went through my mind. I thought about her, about us, about our little Jacob, and thank God he wasn't home that night. I was crying tears of happiness she was alive, but I was screaming inside, in mad anger. Each beeping monitor, every sterile white sheet, the antiseptic scent that filled the hospital room, they were all reminders of my inability to help her. How could I let it get this far? Why didn't I do more? She had tried to take her own life, and I felt it was all my fault. I knew I had to do something, because at that point it was a matter of life and death. So even though I was still shaken up, the very next day I started searching frenetically for something that would help her, not only with her weight, but also with her depression, energy, and mood. I felt confident I could find what she needed, but I knew I had to take a different approach, because we'd already spent thousands of dollars on basically everything out in the market, and look where that got us. So I went off the radar while doing my research, trying to think outside the box. I spent every penny I had on unconventional books, guides, and courses. Spent countless hours and days and weeks in the state library, going through research papers and medical journals to the point where people started to believe I was working there. And I even dived to my search engine's 50th page. But nothing made sense. It seemed that all the stuff I dug up was either confusing or downright worthless. The books and guides I read lacked essential details or were too academic and complex, with some being literally weird and out of place. Then, out of the blue, I get a message from one of my friends, Josh. He worked at a local news station. "Come and see me, now. You have to see this before they take it down." I rushed over and Josh took me to one of their editing rooms, sat me down, took out a DVD and played it. It was a doctor talking on live TV about something I couldn't thought possible. His name is Dr. Brian Collins, a former Navy doctor with an incredible practice in Portland, Oregon, where he helped over 24,000 people lose 20, 40, 80, and even 100 pounds or more, winning the battle against extra weight, moods, and even mild depression. I was stunned. I knew I had to get in touch with him. I was confident he was the one who could help Emily. But the waiting list was long, and I mean months. But I didn't have months. Emily didn't have months. So I flew there that day, went to the clinic and literally begged the receptionist to allow me to see him. And when he showed up, he was just the most caring person I'd ever met. He invited me into his office and listened to my story. He then shook his head and I could see a tear in his eye. "James, listening to you I know what you're going through. I know what your beloved Emily is going through, because that's exactly what my brother went through. That's what drove me to research and find something that could help him battle his depression, his demons, and his weight. That's why I opened up my clinic, to be able to help more people who had walked in his heavy, difficult shoes. And I can tell you this, it's not Emily's fault." He opened a drawer and took out a small brown bottle filled with tiny tablets. "This is what I used to help over 24,000 people in the last 20 years here in my clinic, and it's going to work for her too. Make sure she takes them every morning." I was ecstatic. I thanked him from all my heart and rushed to the airport. I couldn't wait to get home and give it to Emily. She started taking them every day, just like Dr. Collins said, and after just a week, we were in awe. She'd already dropped 14 pounds, and then another 9, and then 8. And for the first time in a really long while, I could see a smile on her face. She was losing all that weight, and she wasn't tired. She wasn't bloated. She wasn't nauseous. She felt great. As the weeks passed, she continued taking them, and the pounds kept melting off. 36 pounds in the first month, from every corner of her body, like blowtorch to butter. And it was not just about the weight she shed, but the burdens she left behind. Emily was radiating with happiness. Her mood turned 180. She was always smiling, waking up filled with energy and bliss each morning, and her spark in her eyes that I so longed for was back. After seeing her incredible transformation, I decided I had to give it a try myself. All those years sitting behind a computer had put its toll on my body too. And after only 3 weeks, the scale had dropped by 22 pounds. It was like we were reborn. We talked and laughed. We went out shopping for new clothes, and she bought these beautiful, slimmer, sexy dresses and tighter jeans, brimming with joy. We started going out again with our friends, and we felt like kinky teenagers again. And it was so good. Getting swept off our feet with every chance we got. And that was only the first month. She went on to lose a total of 87 pounds, going from lame, baggy clothes to hot yoga pants, and from a sad, overweight, energyless, sluggish zombie to feeling like 20 again, happy, passionate, and full of life, and loving the person looking back at her in the mirror. She got her body, her energy, and her life back. And I got my bride back. Now, all her friends were showering her with compliments, all jealous and desperate to learn her secret. They were convinced she was on some dangerous pills or shots, but she was feeling great. She didn't have cramps, bloating, diarrhea. She didn't look gaunt. She wasn't depressed. Instead, she was radiating with happiness and joy and looked amazing, because this was all natural. Emily knew some of her friends really needed Dr. Collins' help, and I could see it in her eyes. She wanted to help them, even though they doubted her for so long.
Honey, this is incredible. You have to talk to Dr. Collins. There are so many people going through what I went through, and I know how hard it is. And I also know where this can lead. This really is a matter of life and death. We have to get this to as many people as possible. And I was thinking, you work with computers all day long. Maybe you can help him reach more people online, because this is truly amazing.
I called Dr. Collins the very next day and asked if we could come and see him. And when we got to his clinic, Emily was in tears. She couldn't thank him enough. I couldn't thank him enough. He had saved our lives. So I told him I'd like to help him save as many lives as possible, getting this amazing gift to as many people as we could. With my IT background and knowledge, I knew we could do it. And after hearing me and Emily out, he agreed. It took us a year to get everything ready, to get this incredible information documented. So right now, I think it's best you hear it from him.
My name is Dr. Brian Collins. I'm an internal medicine physician, researcher, and author. I'm also the founder and medical director of the Collins Weight Loss Clinic in Portland, Oregon, one of the country's top weight control programs, where I've helped over 24,000 people naturally achieve the body they've always dreamed of. I'm talking about real people, just like you. People like Dana, a mother of 3, who went from this to this. Or Jesse, a middle school teacher who went from this to this. Or Michael, a web developer with a passion for playing the guitar, who went from this to this. That's right, over 24,000 people have come to me for weight loss help and got it without invasive surgery, starvation diets, or complicated meal plans. In fact, for over 20 years now, I've helped regular people like you regain their lives and literally lose tons of body fat and create lean, healthy bodies. And through all my research and consulting with my colleagues and professors, things pointed to one single culprit: neurochemicals. What I found specifically was an extremely important and naturally occurring neurochemical in the brain that enhances the way neurons talk to each other, a master control chemical called serotonin, which I found plays a crucial role in your mood, sleep quality, concentration, and energy levels. So it got me thinking, was there also a direct link between serotonin and weight loss, which so many of my patients struggle with? Could it really be that simple? So I dove into research 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, finding, reading, and translating into national biochemistry journals and research papers. Literally anything I could get my hands on about serotonin and what could help the body produce it naturally. And a few of the European journals I read mentioned a compound that's caught my eye, the Graphonia simplicifolia plant, a West African plant that's been used for centuries by tribal healers to help ease sadness, pain, anxiety, and sleep issues. And yes, as you'll see in a minute, impressive weight loss. And that piece of information was exactly what I was looking for. So I used all of my resources and secured the best Graphonia extract I could find. But here's perhaps the most remarkable part of the story, and the reason I'm sharing this with you. You see, my brother Josh had also been battling weight issues for 40 years. Plus, he had diabetes requiring several medications and already had cardiac angioplasty as well. He really needed to lose his extra weight. So I asked him if he'd be willing to give my new serotonin blend a try. So he incorporated it into his daily diet, and when I saw him the next month, I couldn't believe it. He was happier than I had seen him in years. Why? Because he had lost 15 pounds. But I didn't want to get too excited just yet, so I asked him to stay on the serotonin formula for another month. And when he came to see me, he was another 12 pounds lighter. In fact, he went on to lose a total of 80 pounds, and it helped him support and maintain healthy blood sugar and blood pressure levels. Now, I thought I knew why this happened for him, but I was determined to actually prove it with hard science. And what I discovered thrilled me. You see, I found 3 separate human clinical studies conducted at the University of Rome's Internal Medicine Department under the direction of 2 renowned researchers, Carlo Cangiano and Fabrizio Chicchi. In their study, they supplemented women's diets with a specific serotonin plant extract, and that alone caused them to eat between 1,000 and 2,000 fewer calories a day with no struggle, and lost significant weight over a short period of time. Because when it comes to weight loss, serotonin has a very important job. It tells the brain that you've had enough food, called the satiety mechanism. You see, without high serotonin levels, your brain thinks its needs are not being met and sends a powerful red alert neurochemical signal to your appetite control center, telling your body to start eating fast and stock up on carbohydrates. Sound familiar? With high serotonin levels, eating just a little satisfies your stomach and your brain, making you feel fuller faster, so you eat less and slim down. And the more I read, I realized this wasn't new. The initial study was from 1989, but some were even older. But instead of using it to aim at this common cause of weight gain, drug companies ignored this information and likely tried to cover up the research to serve their own interests and keep it from ever getting out. So I knew then and there that what I had created was the weight loss answer for millions of people in our country. My blend of amazing natural ingredients that I created was a perfect weight control solution for flooding the brain with feel-good serotonin and helping to halt the need to eat all the time. I knew this could be a huge help for my overweight patients. So once and for all, no one would have to rely on willpower to look their best. A serotonin boost is all you need to help stay in control. And my formula was packed with compounds that could get the job done. At the heart of my proprietary formula lies the Graphonia simplifolia extract. This powerful ingredient that the Italian researchers from Sapienza University in Rome discovered boosts serotonin levels, turning off the alarms in your brain that cause severe cravings, leading to rapid weight loss. But that's just the beginning. The next important ingredient I added was stinging nettle leaf. It's not just an herb, but a living source of serotonin that not only cuts cravings, but according to a 2020 research study from the University of Maryland, can also neutralize the fat bomb's fat-packing effects, preventing weight gain even on a high-fat diet. So hidden within the nettle leaf's prickly embrace lies the very essence of this mood-enhancing, weight-shedding compound. And it's so much more than a weight loss aid. It supports your adrenal glands, integral to regulating metabolism, immune response, and stress, all decisive factors in weight control. With just these two ingredients, you'd be able to shed fat and see results better than with exercise alone. But I didn't want to stop there. I wanted a solution that offered long-term results and which would finally give you a trim, fit body for decades to come. So the transformative journey continues with vitamin B6 and L-tryptophan, which according to medical researchers is the supreme dynamic duo for mood and focus enhancement and is crucial in helping your body absorb and deliver serotonin, making you feel fuller, faster, and eating less without the struggle. Next, I added something that's finally going to give your brain the much-needed cravings alarm break, because the brain is often overlooked when it comes to detoxification. So in order to do that, I looked at two exotic compounds. First was the ashwagandha root extract. Also known as the king of the Ayurvedic meds, it's a root that grows deep within tropical areas of Southeast Asia, and it's been used for thousands of years in traditional Ayurvedic medicine to reduce stress and anxiety. But the most important effect is that it's resetting the brain cravings alarm. This root extract contains strong alkaloids, so along with being a cravings crusher, it actually also enhances sleep, lowers cortisol, keeping those hunger pangs at bay. The second exotic compound I added for regulating those cravings alarm bells is a rare saffron extract that can only be isolated during short periods of time during the year. This limited quantity of saffron is so treasured that only a fraction of the amount produced is ever available on the global market, since this saffron strain reduces cravings and has been used in ceremonial practices by tribes dating back 5,000 years. And now scientists have discovered that saffron acts like a bomb to the neurons in the brain, reducing inflammation, turning off the alarm bells that cause compulsive eating. Now that your brain is no longer in permanent alert mode, your body will finally give clear signals of how much you need to eat. Next came something that ancient Egyptians have been using for over 4,000 years to regulate body weight and help them adapt and survive the scorching desert sun: the white kidney bean extract. It's a potent force in blocking carb, starch, and fat absorption, reducing hunger and suppressing appetite. These special Egyptian beans are so full of powerful carb blocker phasolamines, they actually decrease the body's ability to digest carbohydrates. In other words, this extract helps the body ignore fat-building carbs. So instead of digesting and transforming them into base sugars and storing them as flabby fat, you just poop them out. And I didn't want to stop there. My patients didn't only suffer because their overweight bodies caused them shame and embarrassment. They were also hurt because extra weight meant not having enough energy to spend time with their kids and not having enough stamina to get through the day. That's why I included an additional ingredient in this formula to restore their energy levels, fulfill their desire to live life fully, and bring them the joy of going through the day without struggle. This next ingredient's first use can be traced back to 2373 BC in China and is designed to boost brain focus and energy, preventing the all-too-common feeling of running on low power throughout the day, with studies conducted by Kyoto University in Japan highlighting its metabolic, stamina, energetic, and cardiovascular health benefits. And that ingredient is green tea extract. Sourced from the Camellia sinensis plant found in the mineral-rich foothills of the Himalayas, green tea is so much more than a beverage. It's a supreme superfood, a highly potent antioxidant, metabolic accelerator, mood enhancer, and a catalyst for calorie burning through thermogenesis. As you can see, I covered every base to set you and anyone up for weight loss success with a huge flood of natural serotonin, which is why it works so well. Once I felt it was perfect and I had something very special, I went through the steps to get my new weight loss formula patented. That was over 2 decades ago. Since then, I've successfully helped over 24,000 people lose an average of 35 pounds in just 12 weeks. with some even losing 100 pounds or more using this exact serotonin mix. That means no more eating like a rabbit, running out of breath at the gym every day, or thinking about expensive, risky surgery. Like my other patients, you can lose multiple inches off your waistline, melt that stubborn fat from your face, arms, stomach, legs, hips, and bottom, and finally enjoy the body you deserve without waiting years to see results. All without going through that irritating cycle of just losing 5 pounds only to gain 10 back a month later. And you can achieve the body you've always dreamed of without restrictive diets, calorie counting, or intense workouts. A healthy and sexy body that you won't have to hide anymore with baggy clothes. A body that will look amazing and fit in all the clothes you always wanted to wear but couldn't before. And compliments galore. This is not just hype, this will be you. Because up until now, the only way you can get this fat-burning formula was to schedule a consultation here at my clinic. And because it's so powerful and proven with impressive results, it's picked up attention in the media with people flooding my clinic and then being placed on a waiting list over 7 months long. But with so many people in need, I had to find a better way to help more people regain their health and their lives and free themselves from the shackles the excess weight has put them in. So I re-engineered my all-natural supplement using the same high-quality natural ingredients and bundled them in easy-to-use capsules, which means you'll get the same formula that has now helped over 24,000 people win the weight loss battle while keeping it off. This formula comes with guarantees backed by scientific research, so it can finally do what no other weight loss product has been able to do before. So you can finally quit the irritating, frustrating, and even depressing yo-yo diets you've been sold on for so many years. Plus, along with the significant weight loss you'll see, it can also help spare you from high blood pressure, high blood sugar, risk of diabetes, heart attacks, and strokes, and even help support a healthy inflammatory response, maintain normal cholesterol levels, reduce occasional stress and anxiety, improve sleep, make your skin and hair healthy, boost your brain function, and improve your overall health, well-being, and quality of life. I know that's a lot of major health benefits to go along with how great you'll look, but you deserve this easy way to slim down using real science. You deserve the body you've always dreamed of, to wear the clothes you always wanted to wear, and to look amazing. And this formula can do that for you. No more dangerous yo-yo diets, no more struggle with willpower, no more difficult cravings, no more feeling deprived when eating a boring salad when out with friends, no more worrying about what the scale will show, no more worrying about your health. And best of all, that feeling you get when you almost uncontrollably crave a donut, fries, a croissant, cake, French bread loaded with butter, pasta, or whatever your weakness foods are, go ahead and eat some, knowing you won't feel like eating too much of it anymore. Just a small amount can satisfy you, because with my formula, you can naturally boost your serotonin levels. These all-natural ingredients work better than anything the weight industry moguls could ever provide. Remember, your struggle with weight is not about willpower or lack of discipline. Carb cravings, stress eating, and anxiety are other symptoms of a serotonin imbalance. And when you address this real root cause, you can lose weight too.
It was like the universe and all the stars aligned to guide Dr. Collins through his research for a solution to help his brother, my dear Emily, me, and now you and thousands of others. We knew we needed to use this blessing to help as many people as possible to regain their health and happiness by losing their excess weight and even rebuild their lives. Real people like Rick, who Dr. Collins helped lose 78 pounds and keep it off for over 4 years.
Not only would I recommend Dr. Brian Collins and his serotonin line of products to friends and family, I already have to at least a half dozen. And they all share my same experience. Reduced cravings, more energy, better lifestyle. They're extremely happy with it. This product works for thousands of people. It is a one-way ticket to a better lifestyle.
So in order to get this miracle to everyone who suffers with extra weight and everything else that comes with it, we knew we needed a partner to mass produce his amazing formula and help us manufacture and package it. And quality was our top priority. I myself have taken natural solutions only to discover that what was inside the bottle and what was written on the bottle were two very different things. So we searched high and low for a company we could trust and found a company that always does their research and provides supplements with only the most potent ingredients, shipped from all over the world from secure and trusted sources, who can formulate and package in an FDA-registered GMP quality facility right here in the USA. So once we found the right partner, we got to work making Dr. Collins' re-engineered formula he calls SeroBurn. SeroBurn comes as 60 pills per bottle, and it stands out in a world full of teas, chewable tablets, greens, jellies, and chocolates, because unlike everything else, it's straightforward, effective, and actually works. And now that SeroBurn is easily available to you, in just 1 week from now, you could be down 10 to 12 pounds or more, and you can see 25 to 30 pounds melt off in the first month alone. Here's exactly how this new supercharged version of this amazing formula works. The SeroBurn formula works during the day when you're awake and firing on all cylinders, and when your metabolic rate is at its highest, using the nutrients you consume as energy. You take SeroBurn every morning to target fat burning, increase energy output, and rev up your metabolism during your most active hours, while boosting serotonin to upkeep hunger and emotional overeating at bay all day long. If you use SeroBurn correctly, it can literally change your life and give you the sexy body you know is in there. Plus, you can be sure the results can last long term. So far, thousands of people have used this formula at home, and I've yet to hear a single person complain about their results. I'm so thrilled that so many people got a chance to live a better, healthier, thinner life thanks to this amazing formula. Here's what a few of them said. My last venture was with Weight Watchers before this, and it quit working for me. With SeroBurn, I've lost 39 pounds, and I've been maintaining it ever since. Jane S. I've lost 92 pounds with SeroBurn. My doctor stopped all my medications. Harry T. SeroBurn really helped me curb the craving for carbs, which was one of my problems. It helped me lose 115 pounds. Nicole K. And the truth is, we get hundreds of emails and messages every day packed with positive testimonials like these. By now, you're probably wondering about the price of this product. I can see why, because it should cost a lot considering how well it works. After all, over 24,000 people used it successfully, giving it thousands of 5-star ratings, as it made a huge difference for them in their lives. That's why when we first launched SeroBurn, we initially priced it at $197, and even at that price, we quickly sold out. Our website actually crashed from the sheer number of people scrambling to grab at least one bottle for themselves and their loved ones. And unfortunately, there just wasn't enough to go around. But we did not do this for the money. Dr. Collins, Emily, and I, we honestly wanted to make a difference in the lives of people. That's why Dr. Collins opened his clinic, to help people like Emily and me. And that's why we reached out and worked with Dr. Collins to make his amazing formula available not only at his clinic, but all around the country. And after seeing thousands of people regain their lives, after seeing Emily go from a wilted flower confined to a hospital bed to a vibrant woman blooming with zest of life, he realized how many more people we could help. So I talked to him and agreed to keep the price very low. But crunching the numbers to get the price down was tough. But ultimately, after going back and forth with accounting for almost a month, we did it. We found a way to reduce costs without compromising quality. That's why you won't pay the original price of $197. Instead, right now, you have the opportunity to get his doctor-formulated, science-backed SeroBurn formula that helps boost serotonin production and stops cravings at a cellular level, making you lose 40, 50, 60 pounds or more in just weeks, and in the comfort of your own home, not even for the current price of $147. That's right. As long as this presentation is up, we'll cut the price for you even more to just $59 today. So you get all the benefits with none of the costs and drawbacks. $59 for his cutting-edge formula. That's only $1.97 per day for a new life and less than $6 per pound lost. That's cheaper than the coffee you enjoy in the morning. Just take 2 capsules in the morning for at least 30 days, and week after week, you can see the numbers on your scale drop. Now, it's very important that you take this formula for 30 days to give you the Graphonia extract and the other supporting ingredients time to go to work. And here's why.
My experience from the 24,000 patients that have already finished the program successfully has taught me that the first month usually sees the most results. But I always recommend at least 3 months or more to get the best results, because the longer you take SeroBurn, the more excessive weight you can lose.
Ever since we launched SeroBurn, many of our customers have shared it with their friends and family members. And I realized this put a tremendous strain on our inventory, causing us to sell out each new shipment within only days of receiving it. Plus, because we only allow the best ingredients and extracts in our manufacturing process, we only make SeroBurn in small batches, which very often takes as long as 3 months to deliver. Which means when we run out of inventory, you may have to wait at least 3 months to get your hands on SeroBurn. We apologize for this, but we have to be very strict when it comes to quality, even if it does cause delays sometimes. However, as long as you're on this page, our system automatically places a hold on our inventory for you. So as long as you don't leave this page, we've got some SeroBurn set aside just for you. However, if you do leave, we can't guarantee your supply when you come back. This is why I recommend getting at least 3 bottles of SeroBurn at a time, and 6 if you want to be completely safe. So make sure you stock up and don't interrupt your weight melting journey because you run out. Plus, if you take advantage of our absolute best deal, the doctor recommended 6-month supply, not only will we give you a $648 discount off the retail price, but we'll even include your shipping and handling for free. And on top of that, we will also include a very special free bonus gift worth $138 on its own. Here's what I'm talking about. While re-engineering his proprietary formula, Dr. Collins also developed a breakthrough formula called SeroBurn PM. This formulation was designed to supercharge your nighttime results. It's specifically designed for when you're sleeping and your metabolism slows down and focuses on breathing, digesting, blood circulation, and cellular reproduction. You take SeroBurn PM before bed to help promote weight loss by focusing on evening appetite suppression and reduce nighttime sugar cravings and binging. Now, we only produce SeroBurn PM in limited batches, and it's valued at $69 a bottle. But since you're here with us today, I want to give it to you as a gift. In fact, if you choose the doctor-recommended 6-bottle pack below, I will give you not 1, but 2 bottles of SeroBurn PM on the house, so you can experience the full spectrum of power and potency of the complete SeroBurn formula. But if you only get the 1-bottle starter pack, we can't guarantee that when you come back, we'll have the same deal, or even if we have stock at all. As some of our clients buy the full 6-month supply not only for themselves, but also for their spouses, their sisters, their brothers, and their best friends. And because the 3-bottle and 6-bottle packs have free shipping, a larger pack makes shipping more affordable for us, so we can pass all those savings on to you. So join the 87% of savvy customers who are seizing this opportunity to dissolve fat, save money, and ensure long-lasting results for themselves and their loved ones with our doctor-recommended 6-month supply discounted package. Plus, remember, all 6-month packages come with 2 free bottles of SeroBurn PM. This is a customer favorite, and the only time you'll ever see this $138 2-bottle deal offered for free. Also, you will never see us pairing up with Big Pharma or selling out to places like Amazon, eBay, or other retailers like Walmart. Because once you go large scale, you cannot ensure the same quality control. This is the only time and place where you'll be seeing this amazing offer. That's why I urge you to take advantage of it now, so you can be sure you've taken all the right steps towards a new life. Losing weight for less than $6 per pound is unheard of. This is the most amazing deal on an industry-leading product you'll ever see or hear about. And right now, I hope to make it impossible for you to say no by telling you that SeroBurn will work, or you pay nothing for it. That's right, if SeroBurn doesn't do everything we say it does, and more, in 60 days from now, just send us an email and we'll give you your money back. This means you're not buying it, you're only trying it. You can't do that with Weight Watchers, or keto supplements, or whatever else you tried in the past. That's money already spent, and you won't get this guarantee for any miracle diet or risky surgery out there. But again, first and foremost, your decision now is about shutting off your cravings, fixing the fullness trigger, losing weight, and you looking and feeling your absolute best. So don't hesitate. You're not risking anything. You can get the body you've always wanted, torching off fat from your problem areas, like your face, arms, stomach, waist, bottom, and thighs. And actually, the only thing you'll worry about is having to buy new head-turning, tight-fitting, sexy clothing, or renewing your wardrobe completely. So don't walk away. This is about your health, your happiness, and your life. Select your package below and fill out that form. It's that easy. You're just 2 clicks away from having your dream body, losing 35 pounds or more in a matter of weeks, and living a better, happier, and healthier life. Here's what happens after you select your package. Right after you click the Buy Now button, you'll be taken to our secure checkout page that looks like this and has the same 256-bit encrypted technology that Apple, Google, and Microsoft all use to protect their sensitive data. After you fill out your information and credit card info, just hit the Complete My Order button, and once you've done that, 2 things will happen. First, your order goes straight to our warehouse, and we'll ship your bottles that same day. And second, you'll get instant access to the digital bonuses in the members area for another surprise we've prepared for you that you can only see once you go there. But I promise you'll like it. So act now. Secure your package while stock lasts. But you should act fast, because now it's crunch time, and you've got 2 stark options in front of you. Option 1, you can shrug off everything you've discovered today, overlook the powerful studies, all the science, and everything a real top-leading weight loss doctor with over 24,000 success stories has just told you. Everything proving how SeroBurn effectively rejuvenates your body, supercharges your metabolism, and incinerates your fat reserves at breakneck speed. Continue down your path, do nothing. But let's face it, you know the drill if you choose this road. The stagnation, the worsening weight, the relentless decay of your health, your looks. You'll keep living a life of limitations, constantly battling guilt and embarrassment. No savoring your favorite foods, no dressing up without a pang of self-consciousness, no living the life you've always wanted. I don't want this for you. Dr. Collins doesn't want this for you. You don't want this for you. Option 2, the game changer. Test SeroBurn risk-free for a full 60 days. Start effortlessly losing weight, targeting stubborn body fat at its core, and ensure it never comes back. Picture it, standing in front of the mirror, awestruck by the leaner, youthful person beaming back at you. Healthier, more attractive, radiating with newfound confidence, buzzing with the energy and vitality of someone half your age. Imagine savoring vacations, relishing your favorite meals without a twinge of guilt, shame, or embarrassment. You're finally free to lead a life brimming with health, fulfillment, and sheer happiness. All it requires is an act of self-love, saying yes to this opportunity right now. So I urge you to make the right decision and choose SeroBurn now. Grab your money-saving package below and take this 100% risk-free shot at claiming the body, the health, and the life you've always wanted and you've always deserved. Do it for you. Do it for your family. Choose this amazing natural formula that will make you proud to look at yourself in the mirror and love the person looking back at you, experiencing true happiness, free from the cycle of yo-yo dieting, regaining your teenage sex drive, and improving not only your confidence and mental and emotional health and the way you look, but almost every other aspect of your life. Just picture the envious looks your friends will give you as you unleash your toned, trim, sexy body when you go out. And when the scale starts rolling backwards, turning your body into a fat-burning machine and getting the dream figure you've wanted for so long, and getting back the confidence to wear those skinny jeans from the back of your closet, I want you to think about this day and the decision that changed your life. Because I'm confident this is one decision you will always remember and you will never regret. No more XXL clothes. No more feeling embarrassed to wear a bikini at the beach. No more guilt. No more fear. No more frustration. And no more feeling like people are judging you. You deserve it. This is the right thing to do. And remember, you're getting the powerful SeroBurn serotonin boosting formula, along with your amazing free SeroBurn PM bonuses, all covered by our ironclad 100% 60-day money-back guarantee. So you risk nothing. Click on the shiny Order Now button below and get your body and your life back now. Just in case you've skipped right to the end, let's recap what's on the table with SeroBurn. You're not just looking at another weight loss solution. You're at the starting point of a life-altering journey. Firstly, you're getting the opportunity to trial SeroBurn completely risk-free for an entire 60 days. That's right, no hooks or hidden clauses, just a full 2-month exploration of this transformative formula and its remarkable potential. Secondly, you're signing up for a metabolic boost and a fast-track ticket to weight loss. Those persistent pounds that have overstayed their welcome, they're about to be shown the door. The leaner, healthier version of you is waiting just around the corner. On top of that, you're setting yourself up for an energy surge like no other. Picture a renewed zest for life, a vibrant vitality that allows you to experience life in full color. Tired and lethargic will soon be things of the past. But there's more. SeroBurn is your armor against health issues. It's a step forward into a future filled with confidence, not fear. It's about saying yes to health and yes to beauty and happiness. So when you look in the mirror, you'll see a person in control, a person who loves their reflection. Couple all this with an array of money-saving packages to choose from, and you have a deal that's too good to pass. Remember, this isn't just a product. It's a passport to a vibrant, fulfilling, and healthier life. Make the smart choice and click on the Order Now button below. Still not 100% sure? Sometimes the only reason why people haven't placed their order yet is that they might still have some questions. So I'll answer some of the common questions we get asked. 1. How does SeroBurn actually work? To explain quickly, SeroBurn is a potent formula that contains a specific blend of powerful natural ingredients that have been clinically shown to help your body naturally produce much-needed serotonin, which, when lacking, can be responsible for runaway hunger, emotional overeating, carb cravings, mood, stress, and sadness. Here's the serotonin process in detail. Serotonin signals the brain when it's had enough food. This is called the full belly mechanism, the fullness trigger I mentioned earlier. Without serotonin, the brain thinks you're still hungry and goes into a red alert, sending out powerful signals to your appetite control center, telling your body to start eating fast and stock up on carbohydrates. Low serotonin levels can lead to carbohydrate cravings, and high carbohydrate intake can lead to weight gain. With more serotonin in your body, your appetite control center can receive strong signals, indicating that enough food has been consumed. This can switch off food cravings and create a feeling of fullness. This can result in fewer calories during the day without severe hunger and cravings, leading to faster weight loss. 2. Who is this formula for? This potent formula works for everybody, whether you're 30 or 90 years old, no matter your current condition, or if you have struggled with weight issues for a month or 20 years. SeroBurn works without the harmful side effects found in medications or invasive bariatric surgery. It is non-invasive, and it takes less than a minute per day to use it. 3. Will this formula work for me? Yes. This formula is the most incredible and effective natural supplement that the world has ever seen. Every one of its ingredients has major beneficial effects, and when combined together, you have one of the most powerful tools for the end of weight gain. So far, thousands of people have successfully used SeroBurn to lose 40 pounds, 80 pounds, and in some extreme cases, even 200 pounds, and you can be the next success story. 2. How much SeroBurn do I need to take? It's simple. Just take 2 capsules in the morning and 2 capsules from the PM bottle in the evening for at least 30 days. Brian's medical recommendation for all our 24,000 customers was to take it for at least 3 months. All our research and customer reviews have shown that the longer you take SeroBurn, the more durable health benefits and weight loss you will experience. So it makes sense to keep taking this potent blend day after day, month after month. Take it for at least 90 days. This way you can be sure you've taken all the right steps towards a new life. 5. Does this product include a guarantee? Yes, but remember, it may take up to 2 months to see the full amazing results. That's no time at all when you're talking about getting the body you've always dreamed of and getting your health back. But if that refund request comes in, you'll be getting your money back so fast. 6. Is it safe to buy on this website? Yes, we take security very seriously. Right after you hit the Buy Now button, you'll be taken to a secure checkout page that looks like this. That's exactly why both this website and your order are protected with a 256-bit SSL certificate that's used by all major banks. We use a third-party credit card processor that meets the strictest international standards for data security to manage our credit card payments, so no one ever has access to your credit card information. We do not keep your credit card number on file. We understand that you trust us with your financial safety when purchasing from us online. We have done everything that is currently possible to ensure that your information is safe from the beginning to the end, and we thank you for your confidence in us. So don't wait any longer. Click the shiny Buy Now button below and regain your body and your health starting today.